Well, hello, everybody. Buckle up. Game 1 of this in-season tournament tips off right now. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at New York. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee, currently a ways below.
Well, for the Knicks, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks and for the Bucks. And here we go, Grant. Game 1 for the NBA in-season tournament. This game counting for both the regular season as well as the group round in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, I know I'm curious as to how both teams will approach it. So we'll see how much benches get shortened and if any different approaches are taken.
Tip off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Moncrief. A shot from the mid-range. Lister passes to Cummings. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Out to the right wing. Floats one. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Here's Moncrief. In his last outing, 16 points for him. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Ward. To the paint. Here's Ewing. Milwaukee with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, they were impressive against this club in a clash of the Titans last year, sweeping the season series.
Lister passes to Moncrief. Here's Dunleavy. 5 on the clock. Here's the pick. Launches the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Houston. Here's Ewing. From 7. Yep, that one goes.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Dunleavy. Here's Moncrief. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Ward. Here's Ewing. And it's Lister with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Houston. On the take. And the layup is good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Dunleavy. Throws it up high. And he buries his first look.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Outside Johnson. Here's Ward to the left wing. And Ewing gets it to go. Ewing's got his second bucket of the night. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Number 1, Milwaukee. In third, New York.
And both of these teams really impressed when it came to rebounding the ball last year. That level of physicality and hustle is always great to see.
New York trailing. Pass to Johnson. Here's Houston. Here's Ewing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The line for the Knicks. Patrick Ewing. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. It's so early in the season, but Doris, for players struggling out of the gate, when do they start to feel pressure to up their game?
You know what's interesting to me, BA, is you always see certain guys who maybe the first month, 6 weeks of the season, really struggle to shoot the basketball, can't find their rhythm, but eventually they just settle in, let the game come to them. And obviously, for some guys, there's a little more leeway than others, right? Those veterans who've proven it before, they understand they've got time to prove it.
He's perfect from the line this time.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Here's Dunleavy. No made baskets yet. Pressey passes to Cummings. Got it. Good job in the low post. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Cummings has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Sprewell passes to Ward. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Sprewell, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Count it.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 3. Pass to Houston. Here's Sprewell. Here's Ewing. Good on the shot. Ewing's got 8.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Dunleavy. Lister passes to Cummings. Here's Pressey. Pass to Dunleavy. From 18 feet away, here's Lister. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Ward. Sprewell passes to Ward. To the middle. Here's Houston. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Houston's gotten his second bucket of the game. The Bucks have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Here's Moncrief. 5 points in the game. Here's Cummings. And that one is hammered home. Ooh,
for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. For New York, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Ward. Pass to Ewing. Lets it go from 11. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Defensive foul. Larry Johnson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Terry Cummings. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. You know, Doris, looking at this current Knicks team, you think they are poised for a big run?
Well, if you look back at their history, the Knicks have had a lot of players past their prime. This version of the Knicks is a lot younger, and I like what they've done with their roster. So, are they poised for a big run? We'll see.
And the Bucks call time here. The Bucks going with a whole new group out there. And the Bucks with the possession here. Here's Hodges. Back to Davis. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket. And the Bucks lead by 3.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Kept alive. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. And here's Brown for 3. Greavy grabs the board. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The floater. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Brunson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Hodges. He's scoreless. Inside. Deflects the pass. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Camby. And he buries his first look.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one. Milwaukee in the lead.
Here's Hodges. McKeskey, the pass to Greavy.
First personal foul. First team foul.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Now Brunson, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Camby. Now Brunson. Here's the three. Drills it from deep.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Hodges. 9 points for him in his last game. And here's Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got his second basket on the night.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Pass to Brown. Lets it go from 11. No good. A bit long that time.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Gravy passes to Hodges. To the inside. And Camby pulls it down.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Brown. Here's Thomas. Brown looking around. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Call timeout.
The Bucks trail. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Hodges passes to Pierce. Shot is up. Up and in from the low block.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. To the right side. Pass to Camby. And he comes up with a bucket. Camby's got his second bucket on the night. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Hodges on target from about 13 feet.
Defensively, They've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Brunson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Gravy passes to Manning. Here's Pierce. Brunson defending from 11 feet away. The shot, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Hodges. Pass to McKeskey. Here's Manning. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
"20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Brunson. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Knicks up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
The Knicks with the lead. The last few seasons, the Knicks have had a defensive-minded approach.
And that's been the key for them getting back into the postseason, B.A. I mean, they play great team defense and pride themselves on getting stops.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Here's Houston. 27 points his last game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Hodges. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. We always see trends come and go in the NBA, Grant. It seems like in the current era, the pick and roll is the go-to offensive set.
Oh, no question, B.A. To be competitive these days, you have to be able to run the pick and roll very, very well. And that's why lead guard play is so important right now in the league.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Sprewell. Still no points. Pass to Camby. Here's Houston. And it's New York scoring again.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Hodges passes to Jackson. To the middle. Pressey's shot is good. Pressey's got his second basket of the game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Sprewell passes to Ward. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. 4 on the clock. Sprewell gets the bucket. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Hodges passes to Jackson. Here's Cummings. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Terry Cummings. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second one.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Here's Ewing. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The Bucks trail. Here's Dunleavy. No points yet. Pass to Cummings. Jackson surveying the D. Here's Lister. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Here's Ward. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Ewing. And he jams it home with authority.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And Milwaukee shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Timeout. Milwaukee calls timeout. Here's Dunleavy. Still without a bucket. Pass to Cummings. Over Johnson. And the Bucks miss again.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs. The Bucks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Cummings. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Moncrief. He's got 5. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And he lobs it up top.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. Here's Ewing. It's tipped. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Knicks are in the nation's media capital, but Coach Tom Thibodeau said, "I've never felt pressure. I've been at this a long time. I approach it the same way. I put everything I have into each and every day. I'm willing to live with that result. There's no one who studies this team harder than I do."
No, he has made the difference for sure. Thanks, Allie. So it's Milwaukee now. After the basket by New York. Here's Cummings. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Ewing. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Moncrief. He has 7. Here's Cummings. Up and in on the layup. Cummings has got 11 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now a timeout called by New York. Both teams will make substitutions. For New York, they've gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Ewing. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Ewing's got 8 points here in the quarter.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Here's Ewing. And the layup is good off the glass. Ewing's got 22 points.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless. And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. 13 foul. Number 7. Kenny Field.
Pass to Greavy. Here's Fields. Here's Cummings. He's coming off a 19-point game against Toronto.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Ewing. And he goes in for the dunk.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Greavy. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Fields. Here's Moncrief. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Sprewell. Here's Ewing. Davis with a rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Here's Greavy. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Bucks, Kevin Greavy. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And the Knicks making a change here. That one misses. New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. To the paint. Here's Wingate. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. The Bucks trail. Pass to McKeskey. Here's Moncrief. They shoot again, and he lays it in.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Here's Wingate. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thomas. 3-pointer, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Moncrief. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Fast break. Here we go. Drains the jumper to finish off the break.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Here's Greavy. Pass to Moncrief. Here's McKeskey. Williams defending. Here's Moncrief. He's got 11. Over Brunson. A nice shot by Moncrief. Moncrief's got 13 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And for the Bucks, they're shooting 56% for the second quarter. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Here's Wingate. Thomas passes to Wingate. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Pass to Wingate. He puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. He has 7.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Moncrief. Brunson defending. And Davis slams it home.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Brunson. Now a timeout called by New York. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
So both teams changing it up here. .25 left in the second period. Right wing. Dudley passes to Camby. Left side Brunson. Pass to Wingate. Brown with it. Just 4 to shoot. They set a pick. Fires from 14. Another shot. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Hodges passes to Manning. Here's Hodges. Back to Jackson. Pass to Hodges. From outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hodges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, everyone knows what kind of shooter this guy is. Just his presence on the floor creates space.
Brunson, a screen on Jackson. Over to the wing. Camby, the pass to Brunson. Here's Dudley.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bucks, number 53, Alton Lister.
Here's Brunson. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Brown can't hit. Here's Hodges. Here's Jackson. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's New York, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the New York Knicks.
They've been selfless on offense, setting each other up. The defense couldn't really guess where the ball was going, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, really strong ball movement so far. All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. Hoops Queen Life has a question for the Jet. Hey, Kenny, what's it like being the most fashionable guy in the studio every night? Sounds like somebody likes the turtleneck.
Well, first of all, thank you. Second, it feels good. Honestly, I don't even really try to dress up. Sometimes I just close my eyes and go in my closet and pick out whatever comes out.
Who asked this question? Was it you, Kenny? Let me see your phone. I don't believe it.
I have my suspicions as well, Shaq, because we all know I'm the most styling guy in here. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. New York has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Ward passes to Sprewell. Offline with a 3. The Bucks trail. And for New York, here's Dunleavy. And it's all from 3-point range. The Knicks shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Here's Ewing. Cressy grabs the miss.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
It can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Sprewell. Here's Ewing. Goes to the fadeaway. Ewing's got 26.
And just using the size advantage he has, he can easily see over the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Here's Dunleavy. After the basket by New York. From the high post. Basket's good. Here's Ward. To the inside. Ewing, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And he's got 28 now.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
The Bucks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Pressey. Here's Moncrief. Here's Cummings. Covered by Johnson. Clock at 6. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Ward passes to Sprewell. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Houston. Rebounded by the Bucks. Cummings has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Pressey. Here's Dunleavy. Here's Cummings, covered by Johnson. Cummings, good. Cummings has got 17 points.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Here's Ward. Pass to Ewing. From 7. Hits the jump hook. Ewing's got 6 in the quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Dunleavy. With the floater. Second chance effort. A nice shot by Moncrief. Moncrief's got 17.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's Ward. Pass to Johnson. Here's Houston. Takes a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Dunleavy from 12 feet. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Mike Dunleavy.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Sprewell passes to Ward. Here's Sprewell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Houston. And the Knicks, another 3.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Moncrief. The Knicks pull it in. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Johnson. Here's Ward. Here's Ewing, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Milwaukee's shooting it well at 59%. Pass to Cummings. And he lobs it up.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Sprewell. Here's Houston. Fires the 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Moncrief. He's got 17. Pass to Cummings. Johnson with a double team. Launches it. And Dunleavy gets it to go. Dunleavy's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Timeout called, the Knicks. New York has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Pass to Sprewell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sprewell's got 6 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Sprewell. He's got 6. Here's Ewing. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And that one drops for him.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Greavy. Pass to Moncrief. Fires for 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Ewing. And we're going to have a jump ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And he's going for the oop here. Here's Houston. He's got 18. Pass to Thomas. Here's Ewing. He shoots. The bank shot, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
First one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Davis.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
The kick out to Brunson. Drops in the 3. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Hodges passes to Davis. To the paint. Uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 10 points.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Brunson passes to Thomas. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brunson. From about 16. That's good on the jumper. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter. Milwaukee has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, when you talk league expansion, Seattle and Las Vegas are mentioned, but Mexico City is another strong candidate. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "I feel our manifest destiny is to grow not just in the U.S., but outside as well. With the success that we've had in Canada, it makes sense that we could expand to the South as well." Brian?
That's a good idea. I like it. You know they love basketball. Allie, thank you. It's Thomas on the wing. Check by Davis. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Brunson misses.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. New York has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Here's Camby. 6 points for him. It's good. Give him 8 points now.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Hodges. Pass to Davis. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Camby. .149 left to play in the third quarter. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
2 shots.
That free throw no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Bucks trail. Here's Hodges. He's got 7. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Camby. Tries again, and he takes it up and lays it in. Camby's got 4 points in the quarter.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
52 seconds left in the third. Here's Jackson. An easy 2 on the layup. Jackson's got his second basket.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Camby. He's got 10. Johnson on the wing. Here's Dudley. Outside Johnson. Camby, the pass to Brunson. The 3 is up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jackson on the wing. There's the block. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Knicks out in front, up 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Moncrief. And that one is right through the heart. Moncrief's got 24 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And for New York, here's Sprewell. Here's Houston. Fires the three, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Milwaukee's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Moncrief from the wing, and it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Out left to the wing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Ward. Outside Johnson, 6 to shoot. Here's Sprewell.
And Houston, third personal foul.
And for the Bucks, they're shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Lister, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And New York shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Pass to Houston. To the wing on the left. Here's Sprewell. Johnson passes to Ewing. Goes back up. Off with the layup. Here's Milwaukee. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Here's Ward. Back to Johnson. Pass to Houston. Back to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Lister with a rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And the shot goes down.
And here in the fourth, he's been zeroed in, hitting some big-time buckets.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Ward. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. 5 to shoot. Johnson for 3. Connects from downtown. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Dunleavy passes to Moncrief. Here's Cummings. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Terry Cummings. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw is good.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Johnson for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Cummings has got his 6th rebound on the night. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now a timeout called by New York. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Knicks have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to Houston. Here's Ewing. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Ewing's got 38 points. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Dunleavy passes to Moncrief. Here's Cummings, covered by Johnson. Here's Dunleavy. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. Four on the clock. Here's Dunleavy. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ward passes to Sprewell. Here's Ward. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. On defense, the Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Clock at 6. Pass to Ewing. Blocked again! Here's Dunleavy. Here's Pressey. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Ewing. He's on target from 8 feet out. Ewing's got 40 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
The Bucks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Moncrief. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. Here's Thomas. Here's Houston. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Ward's shot is good.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
The Bucks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Dunleavy. They set the pick. Pass to Moncrief. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
New York has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Sprewell passes to Houston. Here's Ward. 4-3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lister's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he's going for the lob. Pass to Pressey. Tipped. Houston passes to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas passes to Ewing. Here's Houston. And it's blocked. The Bucks have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Cummings. Here's Lister. And it's Ewing with a rebound. The Knicks with the lead. Ward passes to Sprewell. Here's Ward. To the wing, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ewing. That one falls. Ewing's got 42 in the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Cummings. Knocked away. Here's Ward. Driving inside. Here's Sprewell. Here's Ward. Here's Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ewing. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 10-point Knick lead.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Here's Dunleavy. Looking to get it going. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Knicks making their last shot. Here's Cummings. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Cummings has got 20.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
For New York, they've gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Pass to Thomas. Here's Ward. Here's Houston. Thomas passes to Sprewell. From down in the low post, it goes. Thomas has gotten his first basket of the night. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Milwaukee calls timeout. the Knicks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Knicks on D. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Dunleavy. Pass to Cummings. It's stolen by Johnson. Sprewell, no good. Milwaukee's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Inside. Cummings passes to Dunleavy. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
New York has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. To the middle. Banked it in off the glass. Ewing's got 46.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Moncrief following the bucket by the Knicks. Knocked loose. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Pierce. Down low. Coming. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Milwaukee.
Find the lane.
Terry
One shot.
Cummings. One shot.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Johnson. Here's Ward. Right wing. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Moncrief.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Good on the bucket. Moncrief's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
Now a timeout called by New York. They lead by 6. 1 minute left in the 4th quarter here. 1 minute left in the fourth. Here's Sprewell, and it's rejected. Pulls it in from the elbow. Moncrief, no good. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. .44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Sprewell passes to Johnson. Here's Ward. The three. Here's Camby. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Line for the Knicks, Marcus Camby, shooting one.
And that one misses. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Here's Sprewell. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And Grant, in addition to getting the regular season win here tonight, they also start the group portion of the in-season tournament 1-0.
Yeah, and getting that first win in group play is big. With so few games within the group, this is the ideal way to start their run at the NBA Cup.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We leave you now with our New Balance Player of the Game.